get executives to show up to my QBRs. And I sort of thought, yeah, like I hear you. Like I've had that problem. I've had that problem on my own teams where like we couldn't get executive attention. We couldn't get executives to show up.
Mhm.
And so I sort of paused and I said, why don't you just run that meeting in 15 minutes? And she sort of looked at me like,
You were
um,
an alien.
are you crazy? Like, how would I do that? And I said, okay, just hear me out. I said, every executive has time for a 15-minute meeting. So if you can't get a meeting, like they always can make time for 15 minutes. And actually, most times an executive will come into a meeting and then they'll say, you know what, I've got to drop early. I only have 15 minutes. Right. And so I said, why don't you just run it in 15 minutes? And I think you can. And here is how. And so just sort of off the top of my head, I said, you know what? You really just need to cover the value that they're getting today. So what is the value that your product or solution has delivered? How did they get more value? And what are 3 recommendations? And I said, if you can cover just those 3 things in 15 minutes, that will be a valuable conversation for an executive, one that they would want to have, because it basically answers, well, why should they purchase or continue to use your solution, right? Like, why should they continue to spend money on it, all through the lens of value? Here's the value that you're getting. Here's how you get more value, and 3 recommendations.